Hello friends, welcome back to our algebra class. Okay, today we will learn about complement of a set. Before that, if you remember, we have done universal set, right? What is a universal set? A suitably chosen non-empty set of which all the sets under consideration are the subsets of that set is called as universal set. Okay, I hope you all remember that. We know that universal set is denoted by the letter U. It is generally represented by a rectangle in Venn diagram. Now let's learn about complement of a set. Okay. Now when we are learning about complement of a set, consider U as the universal set. Okay, we have U as the universal set. If A is subset of set U, okay, U is universal set. Okay, set A is the subset of universal set U. That is how we write it. A is subset of U. Okay, then the set of elements of U. Okay, set of elements of U which are not contained in set A. Okay, set of elements in universal set which are not present in which are not the elements of set A is called as the complement of set A. Okay, complement is denoted by A dash. Okay, complement of a particular set is denoted by A dash. So I'll write in short, set of elements in U, universal set U, which are not the elements of set A is complement of set A. Okay, this complement is denoted by A dash. Okay, if the set is B, you will represent it, the complement of B will be represented by B dash. If it is set P, then complement of set P will be denoted by P dash. Okay, then what else we can write? The same for the same set, complement of set A, that is A dash, is equal to set of all elements, set of all x such that x belongs to universal set U and x does not belong to A. Okay, so A dash, we can write about complement of a set, we can write as A dash, that is complement set of A dash is set of all x such that x belongs to universal set U and x does not belong to this element does not belong to set A. Okay, now Venn diagram for A, how can we represent this complement of set? Venn diagrams of we will represent it with the help of a Venn diagram. Say we have universal set U which contains the elements A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and set A contains the elements B, D. Okay, then A dash, complement of set A is A dash. Now this is the actual mathematical presentation. Okay, how do we represent A dash? A dash complement is the set of all the elements in U, that is universal set, which are not the elements of set A. In set A we have B and D. So remaining elements are the complements. Now which are the remaining elements here? A, we have C and E. So once again, I hope you will understand this better by this example. We have universal set U in which the elements are A, B, C, D and E. We have set A which contains the elements B and D. Okay. Now complement of set A is the elements of universal set which are not the elements of set A. So in set A we have elements B and D. B and D should not be there in the complement. Keep that in mind. Complement of A dash will not have the elements in A, that is B and D. So B and D, excluding B and D, the remaining elements are the elements of the complement of set A dash. Okay, I hope you all understand this properly. Now, if we are representing it with the help of a Venn diagram, how do we draw? Universal set by a rectangle. Okay, this is universal set. Okay. Set A, I'll represent it by circle. A contains the elements B, okay, B and D, right? So A contains the elements B and D. Okay, A has elements B and D. Now the remaining elements in this part, which are the other elements? A, C, E. Okay, so this remaining part has the elements of the complementary set or complement set of set A, that is A dash. Okay, I hope you all understand, you are following this properly. Okay, keep in mind the complement of set A is the set A itself. Okay, the complement of the complement of set A. The complement of the complement of set A is the set A itself, is the set A itself. Okay, that is mathematical language. How do we write it? Complement of A will be A dash and complement of this, so A dash dash is equal to A. Okay, complement of set A is the set A itself. Complement of set A is A dash. Complement of that will be A dash dash is equal to A. Okay, I hope you all can see this properly and you are following this properly. Okay, now let's see the properties of complement of set. Properties of complement of a set. Let's see the properties. The first property, there is no common element in set A and A dash. Okay, if you remember here, this example as we considered, there is nothing common in A set A, no common element in set A and A dash, right? There is B and D in A. In A dash we have A, C and E. So nothing is common in set A and A dash. Okay, so there is no common element. We will write it. There is no common element in sets A and in sets A and A dash. Okay, then both the sets, second property, both the sets, that is A belongs to universal set, A is subset of universal set and A dash also is a subset of universal set. Okay, so both the sets, whether it is A or A dash, both are subsets of all the elements in set A are the elements in universal set. All the elements in set A dash also are the elements in set universal set U. Okay, so A is subset of A is a subset of universal set. A dash also is a subset of universal set. Okay. The third property, the complement of the universal set is an empty set. Okay. So complement, so that means universal set does not have a complementary set. Complement of a universal set complement of a universal set is an empty set. Is an empty set. Okay, how do we write it? Complement of universal set will be U dash is empty set. Okay, and the last property of complement of set, the complement of an empty set is the universal set under consideration. Okay, the complement of an empty set, complement of an empty set is the universal set, is the universal set under consideration. Okay, for example, when we are writing this mathematically, how do we write complement of an empty set? So empty set is this, complement of this will be phi dash, that is empty set. You will represent by this sign, dash is equal to the universal set. Okay, I hope you all are following this. Now based on this, the universal set, subset, Venn diagrams, based on our previous knowledge, we will begin with our practice set 1.3. Okay, I have written some questions for you here. Okay, we will begin with practice set 1.3. The first question is, if set A contains the elements A, B, C, D and E, set B contains the elements C, D, E and F, set C contains the elements B and D, set D contains the elements A and E. Okay, then which of the following statements are true and which are false? Okay, let's find out. The first one in this is C. Set C is subset of B. Let's check. Set C contains the elements B and D. Set B contains the elements B, C, D, E and F. So B is not there in set. The element B in set C is not there in set B. D is there? Yes, D is there, but B is not there. So when we say a subset, both the elements of set C should be there present in set B, right? So this statement is false. This statement is false because element B, D is there, element B is not there in set B. Okay, element B from set C is not there in set B. Okay, the next one, A is subset of D. A is subset of D. Let's check. Set A contains A, B, C, D and E. Okay, and set D contains the elements A and E. A and E elements are present in D, but B, C and D are not present in D, right? So when we say subset, then all the elements of set A should be there in set D also. So this statement also is false. What is the reason? All the elements in set A are not there in set D. Right? All the elements in set A are not there in set D. So A is subset of D is a false statement. Children, you are writing this along with me. Don't just look at the sums, how I am solving and how I am writing. You will be writing along with me, then only you will understand. Better it will be better if you are writing it on your own first, and then you can check with the video whether your answers are right or wrong. Okay, try it. The next third sum, we have to find out whether D is subset of B is a true or false statement. D is subset of B is, check. D contains the elements A and E. B contains the elements C, D, E and F. So all the elements, that is A and E, are they there in set B? No. That means only E is there, but A is not there in set B. So this statement also is a false statement. So we will write here false. The element A in D, the element A in set D is not there in set B, right? Very good. I hope you all are following this. The next one, D is subset of A. D is subset of A. Let's find out. In set D, we have the elements A and E. In set A, we have the elements A, B, C, D and E. So both the elements A and E from set D are there in set A, right? So this is a true statement. True statement, why? Because both elements in set D, that is A and E, are the elements in A, in set A, right? So D is subset of A is a true statement. Then B is subset of A. B is subset of A. Let's find out. B contains the elements C, D, E and F. A contains the elements A, B, C, D and E. So C, from set B, we have C present here. D also is there. E also is there. F, is it there? No. So from set B, the three elements are there in set A, but F, the fourth element F, is not there in set A. Okay. So is it a subset of set A? No. So here this statement also is a false statement. Why is it false? The element F from set B is not an element of set A. Are you all following this? Very good. The last one, C is subset of A. C is subset of A. Let's find out. C contains the elements B and D. Okay. A contains the elements A, B, C, D and E. So B from set C is present in set A. D from set C is present in set A. So both the elements B and D from set C are the elements of set A. So is it a true statement? Yes, right. It is a true statement. So this is a true statement. So the elements, both the elements of set C are the elements of set A. Okay, I hope you all are following this properly. The next question, second question in this practice set 1.3 is, take the set of natural numbers from 1 to 20 as universal set and show set X and Y using Venn diagrams. Here we are given sets x and y. Set x is a set of all x such that x belongs to natural numbers and x is greater than 7 but less than 15. Y is a set of all y's such that y belongs to natural numbers and y is a prime number from 1 to 20. Now let's write this. The first, what is given? Take the set of natural numbers from 1 to 20 as universal set. So when we are writing the answer, so let's write the universal set U. It is the set of natural numbers from 1 to 20. 1, 2, 3, so on up to 20. So 19 and 20. 1 to 20. This represents the universal set. Now set X is a set of elements. Set X is a set of all X. It is a set of all X such that X belongs to natural number and X is greater than 7 and less than 15. Greater than natural numbers which are greater than 7 and less than 15. Let's write 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay, less than 15. So we will stop here. So X is a set of all X such that X belongs to natural number and X is greater than 7 and less than 15. So which are the elements in set X? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay, let's represent this set. The question is, using Venn diagram, we are representing, show set X and Y using Venn diagram. So let's represent this set. So this is our universal set. Okay, when you are drawing, please use a scale and draw. Okay, so this is a set of universal set which will have these elements 1, 2, 3 up to 20. We have set X which contains the elements. I will draw it as a circle. Okay, so this will contain the elements. This is our set X. Okay, which has the elements 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay, now universal set is a set of all the elements from 1 to 20. Now we have represented the elements 8 to 14 here. Remaining elements we need to represent here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 already we have written, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 we have written, then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Okay, so this is universal set which contains all the elements from 1 to 20. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. In which this is the universal set in which we have the set X, which is a set of the elements which are greater than 7 and less than 15. Greater than 7 and less than 15 we have represented here. I hope you all are following this. Okay, now this was the first one, right? Second one is Y, set of all Y such that Y belongs to natural number and Y is the prime number from 1 to 20. So we will write set Y. Let's write the prime numbers from 1 to 20. Which are the prime numbers? 2, 1 is neither prime nor composite. So 1 we cannot include. The only even prime number is 2. Then the next prime number 3, 5, 7. After that 11, 13, right? After that 17 and 19. Okay, so Y will contain these elements. Let's represent this by a Venn diagram. So Venn diagram, keep in mind, we generally represent universal set by a rectangle, right? So we draw a rectangle. you will be drawing this with a pencil. Okay, all the Venn diagrams with using pencil. Okay, here it won't be clear with pencil to you, so I'm drawing in pen. Okay, so this is the universal set. We will represent set Y here. Okay, you can draw the circle anywhere here. I'm drawing it to one side. You can write it, you can draw it to the left, right, anywhere, no problem. Or you can write it, draw it in the center also. Okay, we will represent this set Y first. We have the elements 2, 3, 5, 7, then we have 11, 13, 17 and 19. Okay, this is our set Y. Now the set of elements which are present in universal set, which are not there and which are not there in set Y, we will represent in this space now. So here we have represented 2. 1 is not there in set universal set. We have 1, so we will write here 1. 2 is there, 3. 4 is not there, so we will write that 4. 5 is there, 6 is not there, we will write here 6. 7, we have represented it here 7. 8 is not there, so 8. 9, 10, 11 we have written, 12 we have not written, 13 we have written, 14, 15, okay, 16, right, 16 we have not written in set Y, 17 is there, 18 is not there, 19 we have written, and the last one 20. Okay, so set universal set U, which contains all the elements from 1 to 20, we have written here. Y is a set of prime numbers from 1 to 20, which we have represented here this way. Okay, we represent universal set with the help of a rectangle, and the subset Y is a subset which contains all the prime numbers we have represented here. I hope all the sums are clear to you. Okay, and children, you will be doing the sums on your own. Check your answers, write the questions, check your answers, and if it is wrong, you will come to know where you are going wrong and whether you have followed properly or not. Okay, enough for today, children, and we will be doing the remaining sums in the next video. Thanks for watching.